An athlete turns 38. The world says he's finished, that he's retiring in America, playing charity football. But what if I told you, in 2025, this retired player scored more goals than Erling Haaland in their respective leagues? What if I told you he walks more than he runs and is still untouchable? What if I told you he's solved football so completely that defenders can't press him? Because by the time they arrive, the ball is already gone? There's a myth about Lionel Messi. The world thinks he's in decline, playing out his final years in MLS, collecting paychecks. But here's the twist that will break your brain. He's not in decline. He's evolved. He's playing a version of football that doesn't exist yet. And defenders in 2025? They're still trying to catch up to 2012 Messi, while he's already 3 moves ahead. Before I reveal the insane stat that proves Messi processes the game faster than any player alive, you need to subscribe to Cyberboot. Because what you're about to witness is not just about goals and assists. It's about how one man revolutionized what it means to be in your prime. This is Lionel Messi in 2025. And the myth of his decline? It's the biggest lie in modern football. Welcome back to Cyberboot, where we don't just cover football, we decode it. We challenge narratives, we expose tactical revolutions, and we ask, what does greatness actually mean? Let me ask you a question. When you think of a footballer past their prime, what do you imagine? Slower legs? Fewer goals? Playing in a weaker league? Drop your answer in the comments, because by the end of this video, you might never use that phrase again. In 2025, Lionel Messi is 38 years old. According to every sports science model, he should be slower, less explosive, scoring fewer goals, a legend gracefully fading away. And the media. They've already written the story. Messi retires to MLS. A beautiful career ends in America. But here's what nobody is telling you. In 2025, Lionel Messi scored 29 goals and provided 19 assists in just 28 MLS matches. That's 48 goal contributions in 28 games. 1.701 goal contributions per game. Erling Haaland, 27 years old in his physical prime, averaged 1.2 goal contributions per game in the Premier League in 2024-25. Kylian Mbappé, 26 years old, averaged 1.3 per game at Real Madrid. So let me ask you again, is Messi declining, or has he just evolved into something football has never seen before? This video is about the myth of Messi's decline. And by the end, you'll understand why he walks more than he runs and why that makes him faster. How he processes the game at 0.7-0.8 scans per second, a speed defenders can't match. And what the 2025 MLS season proves about the future of football. Let's start with the benchmark, the version of Messi that made the world call him an alien. 2012, the year of 91. If you want to understand Messi's 2025 genius, you first need to understand his 2012 impossibility. Because in 2012, Lionel Messi set a record that will never be broken. 91 goals in a calendar year. Let me put that in perspective. Cristiano Ronaldo's best year? 69 goals, 2013. Robert Lewandowski's best? 69 goals, 2021. Erling Haaland's best? 56 goals, 2023. Messi scored 91 in 69 games. That's 1.32 goals per game for an entire year. In 2012, Messi was kinetic. He was explosive. He was a force of nature. His game was built on high-volume dribbling, pick up the ball at halfway line, beat 4-5 defenders with acceleration agility, change direction faster than defenders could react. Finishing, clinical with both feet, chip, curl, power, any angle. The 2011-12 La Liga season, 50 league goals in 37 matches, 73 goals in all competitions for Barcelona, 14 assists in La Liga alone. This was the era where Messi was the system. He didn't need tactics. You just gave him the ball and watched him destroy defenses. There's a famous match. Barcelona, 7-1 Bayer Leverkusen, Champions League, March 2012. Messi scored 5 goals. 5. In one match in the Champions League. That's the benchmark. That's the version of Messi the world remembers. But here's the problem. That version required a body operating at peak physical capacity, explosive acceleration, rapid deceleration, constant high-intensity sprinting, and in 2025, at 38 years old, Messi's body can't do that anymore. So what did he do? He didn't try to be 2012 Messi. He became something better. He learned to play football by walking. The 2022 World Cup, Argentina versus Australia, round of 16. Lionel Messi is 35 years old, and during this match, sports scientists tracked something shocking. Messi covered less high-speed distance than almost any other forward in the entire tournament. And yet, he created the most chances. How is that possible? The answer is scanning, and it's the tactical revolution that nobody talks about. And what is scanning? Scanning is when a player turns their head to take a visual snapshot of where teammates and opponents are positioned. Most players scan 0.3 to 0.5 times per second before receiving the ball. Lionel Messi, 0.7 to 0.8 scans per second. Let me translate that. In the 2 seconds before Messi receives the ball, he has turned his head 1.4 to 1.6 times. Each scan gives him a mental map. Where the defender is leaning, where the passing lane will open, where his teammate will run in the next 3 seconds. By the time the ball touches his foot, he's already decided the next 3 moves. The result: defenders press Messi. They sprint toward him. And by the time they arrive, the ball is already gone. Not because Messi is faster, but because he knew they were coming 2 seconds before they moved. The 2025 example, Inter Miami versus New England Revolution, August 2025. Messi receives the ball in midfield. He doesn't move. He scans, left, right, behind. The defender sprints toward him. Messi releases a one-touch pass to Luis Suarez running the channel. Suarez scores. Messi walked 3 meters, created a goal. This is the revolution. Messi has proven that football is not a game of who runs fastest. It's a game of who sees fastest. And in 2025, nobody sees faster than Messi. Here's my question for you. Would you rather have 25-year-old Messi who runs past defenders, or 38-year-old Messi who thinks past them? Drop 25 or 38 in the comments, because this debate is at the heart of modern football. 2025. Inter Miami, MLS. The media called it a retirement league. They said Messi was winding down, playing charity football. And then, Messi had the best statistical season of any player in MLS history. The 2025 season stats: regular season, 28 matches, 29 goals, MLS Golden Boot winner, 19 assists. 48 total goal contributions, 1.71 goal contributions per game. Let me repeat that. 1.71 goal contributions per game. For context, a world-class striker averages 0.8 to 1.0 per game. Erling Haaland in 2024-25 Premier League. 1.2 per game Kylian Mbappé at Real Madrid, 2024-25. 1.3 per game Messi at 38 years old is outperforming players in their physical prime. The MLS Cup 2025, Inter Miami reached the MLS Cup final versus Vancouver Whitecaps. Messi's playoff performance: 6 goals, 9 assists, 15 goal contributions in the playoffs alone. That's an MLS playoff record. November 9th, 2025, MLS Cup final. Inter Miami 3-1 Vancouver Whitecaps. Messi scores once and assists twice. He's named MLS Cup MVP. He lifts the trophy. Inter Miami's first ever MLS Cup, and the world still says he's in decline. The back-to-back MVP, 2024 MLS MVP, 2025 MLS MVP, back-to-back. He becomes the first player in MLS history to record 36-plus goal contributions in multiple seasons, 2024 and 2025. But here's the insane part. Messi isn't just scoring. He's playing as a central midfielder who happens to win the Golden Boot. The heat maps. In 2025, Messi's average position is deeper than it was in 2024. He's starting attacks from the halfway line, and yet 29 goals. How does a player who plays deeper score more? Because he's not chasing goals, he's controlling space. He dictates when the attack happens, where it happens, and who finishes it. And when the moment comes, he's still clinical enough to finish himself. Messi's expected goals in 2025, 21.3. His actual goals, 29. He overperformed his XG by 7.7 goals. That's the mark of a player who doesn't just get chances. He creates better ones. 2012, Messi versus 2025. Messi, 2012, 91 goals in 69 games, high volume dribbling, 4 or 5 dribbles per match. Explosive acceleration, top speed, 32.5 km/h. Roll, finisher, plus creator, plus dribbler, 2025. 29 goals, plus 19 assists in 28 games. Low volume dribbling, 1-2 dribbles per match. Reduced top speed, 28 km/h. Roll, architect plus finisher, 2012. Messi beat you because you couldn't catch him. 2025. Messi beats you because he's already seen a future you haven't processed yet. He traded legs for brain, and somehow became more effective. So what does this mean for football? Lionel Messi in 2025 isn't just a great player having a great season, he's a proof of concept. He's proving that the future of football isn't about who runs fastest, it's about who processes fastest. For decades, football has been about athleticism, faster sprints, higher jumps, longer endurance. But Messi has shown that mental processing speed is the ultimate weapon. If you can scan faster, decide faster, and execute faster, you don't need to run. In 10 years, the best players won't be the fastest, they'll be the smartest. Coaches will train players to scan more frequently, to process visual data faster, to predict opponent movement. And when football historians look back, they'll say, it started with Messi in 2025, the year he walked his way to an MVP and a championship, and proved that football is ultimately a game of space and time, not just athleticism. He's 38 years old, he's walking, and he's still untouchable. That's not decline, that's evolution. Final question, in 10 years, will the best footballer in the world be the fastest runner or the fastest thinker? Drop runner or thinker in the comments, because Messi just answered that question. But I want to hear your take. The myth. Lionel Messi is in decline, playing out his years in MLS, a legend fading gracefully. The reality, in 2025, at 38 years old, Messi scored 29 goals and provided 19 assists in 28 matches, won back-to-back MVPs, won the MLS Cup, set playoff records, and proved that mental speed is the ultimate weapon. He's not slower, he's smarter. He's not in decline, he's in his final evolution. And defenders in 2025? They're still trying to catch up to 2012 Messi, while he's already 3 moves ahead. Before you go, I need 4 things from you. Subscribe to Cyberboot right now. We decode tactical revolutions, challenge narratives, and expose the truth about football's greatest players. If you want real analysis, this is your home. Hit that like button if you think 2025 Messi is smarter than 2012 Messi, even if he's slower. Get into the comments and answer the 3 questions I asked. When you think past their prime, what do you imagine? Your definition. Would you rather have 25-year-old running Messi or 38-year-old thinking Messi? 25 or 38? In 10 years, will the best player be the fastest runner or thinker? Runner or thinker? Drop your answers now. This community has the smartest football debates on YouTube. Share this video with one person who thinks Messi is finished. Show them the stats. Lionel Messi walked onto the pitch in 2025. He walked more than he ran. He scanned 0.7 to 0.8 times per second, and he dominated. 48 goal contributions in 28 games, back-to-back MVP, MLS Cup champion. The myth of his decline? It's just the story of his final, most intellectual transformation. This has been Cyberboot, where we don't just watch football, we decode greatness. Subscribe now, because the revolution is just beginning.